Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I am Psychic Medium Cari Mugz, and each week I pull a card from a deck to let you know what's coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. If you're listening to this on my Spunky Spirit podcast, you can watch it on any of my social media platforms, which are all going to be listed in the show notes below. So first off, I just want to say I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. I had a great one. I did get sick over the holiday season. I had to reschedule some of my appointments from the week of Christmas. So if you're one of those ones that I had to reschedule, just know I will be reaching out this week to get those rescheduled. And thank you for being so patient. I was fighting a staph infection. I had that is no joke. Staph infections are no joke, and the antibiotics are brutal. So anyways, if you are one of those ones that I had to reschedule, just know I'll be reaching out this week. So hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Now, I know this week I said I was going to use the Yuletide winter solstice deck that I was going to get. It is a tarot deck. I got it in the mail this week. It's a tarot deck, not an oracle deck. Tarot decks are great, except for each card has a specific meaning, and I'm not trained or well trained in tarot. But oracle cards, each card you could use your intuition and have your own meaning or have your own thing. So I'm not going to use the tarot deck this week. I'll find one that's an oracle deck, but that's kind of the difference between a tarot deck and an oracle deck, is that tarot kind of has its own specific meaning, each card, and oracle it kind of has its own general specific meaning, but you can also use your intuition to it. I'm sure you could also use intuition with tarot. A lot of tarot readers do, but the cards themselves have specific meanings, and I'm not trained in that. So this week we are using the Healing Inner Child. I thought this was perfect for the beginning of the new year this week, because New Year's Day is coming up. And I love it because it says, no matter what your childhood was like, it's never too late to heal. And I love the back one because it's taking off your mask. So when we're children, we're told and taught who we're supposed to be and what our belief systems are. And now we get to take off the mask and create who we want to be instead. This deck is beautiful. It is by Nina Manjendra, I think is how I say it. And on the back of each card is a little child on a stuffed animal's neck, like a giraffe neck, and the star has a rainbow beam. So I'm sure, and the animal has stars on it too, so I'm sure one of the signs will be a star this week. Okay, so the vibe for this week that Spirit has for us. Ooh, boundary. This was a great one. This is a great one to start off the new year in. You have to remember, boundaries, some people struggle with boundaries. I tell my counselor, when I have boundaries, I feel like I'm being mean. I feel like I'm being bitchy. But what they always say is boundaries don't keep people out. Boundaries protect you. They're not a what do I want to say? So you have to imagine a boundary as being a fence around you. And it's not to punish people and keep them away from you. It's to protect you. It's not for punishment. It's for protection. So boundaries, this week you need to practice boundaries. Lots of people may want your time. Lots of people may. This is a great year because this year is when we charge through. This is the year of the horse. And this is the year, like last year, 2025 was the year of the snake, and it's the 9. It's a 9 year. So it's the end of an era, like the 9th year, it goes in nines, 333. So the last year, 2025, was us shedding taking the mask off, taking who we what no longer worked for us. And 2026 is when we power through. And for you to power through, you need to create boundaries. You need to create balance. See the yin and the yang? Balance that works for you. Because whatever is happening, if you're tired or you're run down or you're overwhelmed or you're burned out, it's not working for you. So you have to sit down this week. This is a great week to sit down and decide what boundaries you want to create, how to protect your peace. This is all about protecting your peace this year. So how to protect your peace, how to build that fence around you, not as a not for protection, not as, I keep on forgetting what the other word I said was, not as, gosh, dang it, Cari. Yeah, that's ADHD squirrel. So make sure you build that fence, not as is just to help protect you, protect your peace. This year is about you. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to have those boundaries. It's okay to create who you want to be. And to begin doing that, you need to create your boundaries. So decide what and who you're going to allow at your table this year. And just be strong in that, and know that you're not being selfish, you're not being bitchy, you're just creating peace over performance. So so the numbers, obviously 333, 333, and 999, because that's going to be the symbolic meaning of the ninth year. 333 is the ninth. So 333 and 999, also too, the yin yang symbol, and this rainbow colored, which is the rainbow from the star on the back too. So any type of rainbow, any type of like yin yang symbol, and these little flowers, anytime you see any type of this signs or symbols this week, it's spirit reminding you to create those boundaries. Protect you, protect who you are, protect your peace. And this year is going to start by you learning how to do that, and being able to say no, and being able to know that it's a privilege. It's a privilege to get to know who you are, and not everybody gets that privilege this year. So this year's, it's not a selfish thing. It's not a mean thing. It's not a bitchy thing. It's just you protecting you, you keeping your peace, and you being healthy. And you can do that and still be, you can do those things and still be loving, and still be a good person, and still be kind. But we've grown up in a culture where we think that protecting our own peace or doing our own thing is selfish, and it's not. Because sometimes we can't help people when our light is dim, when we can't even function, because we've given our light so much to people that we can't give anything to ourselves. And it's not selfish to put ourselves first. So decide what kind of boundaries you want to create for the year ahead, because you're going to be charging through. So I love you guys so much, and I hope that this helps for this week. This is the vibe. Protect your peace, build boundaries, create the person you want to become. And not everybody gets access to you. Not everybody gets access to your energy, and you get to decide who that is. So start building that fence, and just know that that fence is there for your protection. Okay? And not to harm anybody, or not to make anybody feel bad, or not as anything other than just to protect you. So I love you guys so much, and have a great, happy new year. And I will see you next week.